All right, what's up, y'all? Today is November the 18th, 2018, and here we are. Let's go over our portfolio. This is our weekly portfolio and review and strategy session, just as we kind of talk what we want to do kind of moving forward into the week. So you might hear my pup. I've got my dog Cooper hanging out with me here in my office. He's chewing on, he just got his Bark Box toys in, I think maybe Friday for the month. And so he's been excited and going through all of those. So you might hear him chewing, or you might hear him whine here in a second. Go ahead and just ignore that for me. So let's do it. Okay, so here we are in EEM, our emerging markets. This is where we currently are here. Really solid. Not really planning on doing anything here, So we have our first position with a short strike right here, 38, 39, and then straddle over 41. Not going to do anything. We're well within our break evens right now. I'll only look to add if we get to 43 or 37, but right now really not planning on doing anything here with EEM. Just going to let premium continue to work in our favor. EWW, again, not really going to do anything here. It says we're down a bunch of money, 255 right now. But again, we are so within our break evens. Let's actually reset these slices to 1222. 50% probability of profit. So not really going to do anything here. Feel really good about this holistic position. All right, FXC, again, nothing we're going to do here in FXC. Basically right over our short strikes there at 109. Feel really good about this position. All right, FXI. Okay, so again, not really going to do anything here. Just going to continue really nicely centered. We've still got a lot of movement we can do here in this particular position, so not planning on doing anything here with FXI. GDX, again, similar. Not going to do anything. GDX, and in fact, GDX might be getting ready to come off. We might get GDX off this week. This week, maybe next, if it doesn't do anything major. Really nicely centered over our market here. So GDX not doing anything here with GDX. IYR, same thing. IYR is really nicely between. You can see we'll add here at 82 or 74 if we get there. Don't know that we will. No, all right. All right, OIH. OIH dipped down into this area here this week. We actually added this position this week, and it was right over 20. And then with this major hit that oil's been taking, we continue to see it move down into the 80 or 18.8, 18.7 area. We got a little bit of a bounce back up here. And so we're just going to continue to sell and kind of monitor this position. Really, really nice break evens. So I feel really good about this position. RSX, again, really nicely centered here. RSX, not going to do anything. We've got a really tight strangle, which is synthetically a straddle for us. So I feel really good about that position. SMH, again, nothing really there either. We're well within all of our short strikes, which is really, really nice. Good position. We'll just continue to monitor this one right here. UNG. All right, so now let's talk UNG. I am going to look to ladder into UNG. We did see a pretty massive movement in UNG. One of the things that you'll notice here is that, all right, sorry, y'all. One of the things you'll notice is I did add right here a little protection there at 23. Okay, and so you'll see that I'm still naked on the call side, right? But I did add for super, super cheap, 13 cents, did add a nice little protection here. So a couple things we're going to do here in UNG. I'm probably going to add here at 35. Okay, I'm probably going to add some type of position over here at 35. I might just stay with what I'm doing and add three straddles. Okay, so I'm probably going to sell right over the market I might pick up another 23 put, okay? Which would mean that this is a super wide, super wide, but it does give me protection. And so I might go 35, 23, and 47, okay? So 23, 35, and 47 is the strikes that I'm looking at here as I continue to monitor this particular position. UNG is volatile right now. Implied volatility levels are up. We know that it's a little volatile, and so we can't shy away from this type of market, right? So we are going to go ahead and add probably at 35 for the December expiration. I'll probably do that first thing in the morning, and I will alert that out. So we are going to do something in UNG here. USO, all right, USO. Lord have mercy. So we are actually pretty close to getting back into our break even here on this side. So we're at 12.1. We just got to get to 12.5, and then we're going to be back into break even territory. I feel really good that that's going to happen. I do. I don't know that this position is going to be one where we're going to make a whole lot of money for this particular expiration period, but I do feel really good that we are going to have at least some level of profitability, whether it's a couple $100 or whatever. But I think we've just continued to do our system right. As the market moves, we add. Our most recent one was a small position over 12. And then we do have, and then we are just 12.51 as the strike level that we got to get to in order to be break even. Okay, UVXY, just staying the course here with UVXY. Looks like our current strike is right here at 50.4 or so. Really nicely up here. Again, I talk about this every time I add a position in UVXY, but y'all, what I'm doing every single time is I'm selling so small. You have to stay small, because if you don't, you're going to blow up your account. But I just stay small in UVXY. You can see that I am assigned 100 shares already from where I got assigned. A sold call that ended up getting me assigned, and that's fine. So I'm going to do my system. I'm going to do what I need to do, and then I'm just going to continue to take here. So we're at November 23rd. I'm going to make $757 on just this particular position. Because that's where we're at, right? So I'm going to make money on this particular position, and it's going to be really solid. So nothing unique here. We'll look to add in UVXY. So we'll look to continue to add one position a week in UVXY, especially while it's elevated. When it becomes less elevated, okay? When it becomes less elevated, that's when we just go with VIX. As you can see, I'm down in VIX right now because I have 1,000 shares short, right, at 28. But I know that over time, VIX is going to continue to go down, which is why I am continuing to just sell one or two calls. Almost always going to be one call, okay? Which is really lowering the cost basis here. And if I do get assigned these, if I get assigned 57, then that's going to add 100 shares at 57, right? 44, same thing for all these positions. And so really, I'm just continuing to essentially lower that cost basis here with VIX. Okay, let's keep going down. XBI, really nicely centered. No plans right now. If that changes, we're going to have to see a pretty significant move to 89 or all the way down to 72 before I'll look to add here in XBI. XLE, same thing. Nothing we're going to be doing in XLE. We'll have to move down to 62 or 73 before I make any moves in XLE. And finally, XOP, same thing. Not planning on doing anything. We'd have to move down to 31 or 39 before I look to make any moves whatsoever, right, in XOP. Otherwise, we're going to continue to let the market just kind of do what it's going to do. Now, those are our positions, right? So we actually are pretty good, right? We are in a pretty good spot with our portfolio. We just have really two positions that we really need to pay a little bit of attention to. And interestingly, both of those are a commodity in UNG, right? So nat gas. Which, by the way, did you all see the major article that came out that somebody was net short such a large position in nat gas that it blew up their account? Right? No words, right? These are professional folks, same education, right? As what I have, but they just don't understand risk, right? You don't understand risk, and in order for us to consistently beat the market, we have to understand risk. We have to understand position size relative to our account. We have to stay small, but when we do that, we can beat the market, right? You know, I'm up 22% so far since June. And I'm putting myself in a really nice position to get up to 25 or 30% since June, right? You take that out 5 more months, 6 more months, and that has the potential to be 45 or 50%, right? And I'm not doing anything risky. I'm not doing anything that's kind of out of the ordinary. I'm literally just day in and day out trying to make really good decisions here when it comes to my portfolio. Yeah, that's it. So anyways, nat gas, right? So UNG we're going to be looking at, and we're going to be continuing to monitor USO. Now, we are getting into that time period in which we might start to look to add additional positions for January expiration, January 2019 expiration. So we might look to do that here beginning in the latter half of the week, right? So we might look to start adding that in the latter half of the week. We're at about 60 days to expiration for January 2019. And what I found, folks, is that really I'm best when I'm starting to add between 50 and 55 days. Okay, 50 and 55 days gets me a high enough credit, enough time to ladder into positions. But if I start too early, if I'm starting 65 days out, it tends to, I haven't been a successful trading that way. So I'm really looking to start adding between 50 and 55 days. And so if we have any IV percentiles that are at 100, then I'll look to go ahead and look to start those positions probably on, if the markets are open on Friday. I know they're closed Thursday. I anticipate there'll be half a day on Friday the 23rd. So yeah, anyways, so this is it. This is where we're at with our portfolio. USO, UNG are the ones that we're really going to be looking at. Otherwise, we're just going to, if something comes up, something happens, we'll look to monitor and edit those positions. Otherwise, y'all, have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm so excited to be part of your journey here as you learn, right? As you learn how to be a successful trader, right? And begin to understand how the market really works. All right, y'all, any questions, reach out to me at Ryan, RYAN, at sellthatoption.com. Otherwise, as always, stay humble, stay hungry, and here's to our success. Peace out, y'all. All right, so what you just saw was a weekly video that I send out to my members every single Sunday that does really two things. One, it goes over my current positions, kind of what I'm thinking with each of those positions, whether or not I think we're going to need to adjust those positions or add to those positions. I also will go over kind of what I'm thinking going into the week, right? So I'm thinking, hey, right, the market is giving us this. What is it that we need to do in order to be successful this week in the market? What is it that we need to do in order to make sure that we are generating income for our portfolios? And then the other thing that we're doing is we're talking general market overview, right? What's going on in the market? In late 2018, right, when I'm recording this, oil has been getting destroyed, right? And so we talk a little bit about how that's influencing the general market, right? Why is oil doing what it's doing, or how is it impacting the S&P 500? How is it impacting general market sentiment, right? We're really trying to get into the mindset, right? And we're really trying to delve deep into some of these larger issues in the market, right? And how that might impact our portfolios. Right, and the reason that I do this is because I sincerely believe that what needs to happen week in and week out, day in and day out, is for people that are trying to learn how to get good at this, right? Because all this is it's a skill. It's like every other skill, right? You can learn, right? You need to learn from somebody that's been there, that's figured it out, and can be successful, right? So that's what I'm doing with each of my members every Sunday when I send this video out. So I'm saying, hey, this is getting into the mind of somebody that's figured it out, that is successful. And so I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not advising. I'm simply showing you and letting you get into my mind a little bit as to what it is that I do day in and day out, week in and week out. Now, for watching this far, I want to give you a special code, right, for membership. So if you're ever interested in joining us here at sellthatoption.com, you can go to Stock Trading Services and you can enter the code YouTube. All lowercase, YouTube, all lowercase, in order to get 50% off any membership, lifetime 50% off, quarterly, yearly, monthly, all 50% off and all available to you with the code YouTube. Okay, so what do you get? Under members, you get my daily recap videos, you get my weekly strategy videos, you get my introduction to stock options course, my advanced options course, and my general knowledge base. And I am always adding new courses, right? I'm always adding new case studies, always adding new stuff to make sure that the education and the product that I'm delivering is simply the best. That's my goal, to deliver the best product. That way I give you, my loyal subscribers and my loyal followers, the absolute best opportunity to be successful in this market. Right, so there it is, all lowercase, YouTube discount code, 50% off. If you have any questions, reach out to me at Ryan, RYAN, at sellthatoption.com. Or, as always, stay humble, stay hungry, and here's to our success.